So this wasn't exactly the announcement video that we wanted to make today. Originally, this date was set for an announcement that we were pregnant. 9 weeks in to our pregnancy, we unfortunately had a miscarriage. And now we're not pregnant anymore. You know, this is one part of our life that we haven't really shared with anyone, but most of you guys know that 4 years ago I had a surgery to have my colon removed. So I have no large intestines, and it was a surgery that saved my life. And after that surgery, the doctor said that I would be able to have kids, it would just be harder. And we really got to focus on our career and making videos. But I think Matt and I have always wanted to have a family. That's been a dream of ours forever. And a year ago, we decided to move forward with starting a family. And since my body's a little different than everyone else's now, we decided to go the route of IVF because we wanted to be able to monitor it, not just monitor my health throughout the pregnancy, but to be able to monitor our baby or babies, whatever it would be. And we knew it would be really important just to make sure that I was healthy. We had decided that 2020 was gonna be the year that I was gonna get pregnant. And we started off, I had my eggs removed. That's the first process of IVF, is having your eggs removed. I took a lot of shots. All right, let the fun begin. Oh, it doesn't get easier. I wish it did.
Got it?
This is every night, you guys. I have to like give myself a pep talk to be like,
Good.
you're gonna have a beautiful child one day. It'll all be worth it. You know, and then COVID happened and everything went on pause. The place where we were going, everything was closed. We thought it was gonna be a momentary pause. Obviously, it wasn't. And by the time we did it, it was right before my birthday. I was taking pregnancy tests, even though you're not supposed to see if it worked. So we took the test. They come and a nurse, Christina, she's been awesome, by the way, came and drew our blood. So the blood work for today will find out if I am officially pregnant, right? It's like fully accurate when you take a blood test.
Yes.
Just stay calm. Okay, so this is it. This is like, am I pregnant or not? So like, is there still chance for a miscarriage even if you're pregnant this early?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the most important thing is we'll do your blood today and we'll see what your beta is. And if it's where we like it, then we'll do blood in 2 more days to see if it doubles. And then after that, the following week, you come in for your first scan.
I just kind of want to know. I've prepared both ways. And I got a phone call from the doctor and he was like, you're pregnant. Wait, so I am pregnant for sure? Okay, so everything's good? And I was so excited and I didn't know any better. I didn't understand IVF. So it's good news, kind of, or?
Yeah, well it is, yeah. I'd like to see the number a little bit higher, but there's a huge range of normal.
Okay. He said my levels were at 15. Didn't care. I was like, I'm pregnant. I was so excited. What happens is they look to see if it will double in 48 hours, your numbers, if they will.
Now we just have to see that it rises appropriately.
How do you feel? How do you feel?
I mean, nervous, but more scared, because like...
Okay. Hey, can
I know, it's just like, I don't want to get too excited yet, so...
I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited. For me, I know it got to a point where I was just super excited.
Yeah.
Super scared. It's a really exciting feeling, but like what happened next, we didn't know.
Yeah. 2 days later, we got the results, and the numbers had gone down instead of doubling. What that's considered, or what it's called, is a chemical pregnancy in IVF. So then I, you know, in an instant, I was no longer pregnant. We were disappointed, but we had found a great nurse and we have a great doctor. And so we decided, you know what, let's do another round.
Which meant, let's do some more shots.
I hate needles. I still hate needles. But I like when she does it more than when Matt does it. No offense, Matt.
3,
If you guys asked me if I would get a needle every day, I'd say there is no way. And so we had a lot more success this time with the egg retrieval. We had stronger eggs. So here we are, round number 2. Feel like we know a lot more for the process, and we are excited to be pregnant in 2020. So we did the egg retrieval right before Thanksgiving, and then we, after Thanksgiving, had the implantation.
Okay, so you played this game with us once before, so
Yeah.
you know my drill. I'm gonna check your bladder.
Okay.
And your bladder's right. I'm gonna get your doctor.
Okay.
Beautiful. Right in.
So now we just send all the good energy for implantation and genetic growth.
And that was the week after Thanksgiving. After that happened, we found out that we were pregnant. So I took 3 in the last 2 days.
How are we feeling? Today's our big day.
I know, Christina. You'd think I'd like be okay with blood at this point, but I can't even look at it. And we're done. Done with that, but that blood is gonna see if I'm
Today's a
pregnant.
big day.
So with IVF, by the time you are actually pregnant and they announce it, you're farther along. So even though it was the first week of December, I was how many weeks pregnant?
You get like a 4-week jump start.
Ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready
So we're pregnant.
right now.
Okay.
Awesome, thank you. Thanks, Dr. Danger.
It's happening.
I'm too scared to get excited because this is how I was last time. And then,
Yeah. We're still 4 weeks pregnant already.
you know, I was pregnant. We were pregnant in December. We were really careful. And by the time we went home for the holidays, up to my mom's, all of my levels were so strong.
Initially it was 100 on her
Yeah.
levels, and then the next time we went in, it was 400.
I wanted to tell everyone, I wanted to tell you guys, but obviously, you know, they say don't say anything. We had some cakes made, and I was like, okay, well, my mom and my sister are nurses. Like, I have to tell somebody. I'm gonna tell them because I know if something happened, they get it. And so we had cakes made, and on Christmas, we had them smash the cake.
Oh my lordy!
Come on, Mom. Oh, man. What is it?
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! I got it, I got
Monica.
it. When?
No. No! No! Yeah! Oh!
I got it.
You know, my mom was so happy.
Your sister didn't really know what it was.
She didn't get it
It took her a
at
little bit
first.
longer than your mom.
We put ants in hers, so it was a little, she wasn't sure if it was just bugs. And we're like, no. What are those?
Spiders.
Spiders or flies. Wait, are they?
Oh, what's
Look like
that?
an ants.
What?
What is that?
Are you guys pregnant?
They're not spiders. Oh my God! My sister has even offered to be my surrogate in case I can't get pregnant. So just the fact that I was able to get pregnant was so exciting. And, you know, that my body could hold a baby, a human in it.
So on week 7, we went into the doctor's office and we were doing the ultrasound. So when we were doing the ultrasound, you start to see a little flash.
I see 2 sacs.
So do I.
You see that?
Yeah.
One here, one here.
Every week I'm testing. Now through all of this, I get weekly tested just to make sure that I can go in and get an ultrasound to see how the baby's doing. And so week 8, we've got to go in and it was just like the coolest moment because we got to see the baby's heartbeat.
And this is actually the first time we got to hear the heartbeat.
Yeah. it was just the coolest moment. And everything looked good. My levels were all very high. I got to get taken off a lot of the meds because eventually your body starts making the hormones that they first give you with the shots when they implant you, so your body becomes actually pregnant. And my levels were so good. They were like dropping down the medications, which was great because I had so many shots. I was like so happy. They moved it to every other day and everything was going just as planned. And we had gone up to Big Bear. You know, for us, Big Bear is our escape. We live close enough where we can kind of just go for a day or two just to, you know, check out. And we came back home for an ultrasound and we were really excited. It was week 9 and we were going strong. We're like, after 10 weeks, we're like almost in the clear. 12 weeks, we're gonna announce it to you guys. Like, this is so exciting.
I remember at that point too, we were just getting ready to hear that heartbeat.
Okay, back at the doctor's office, we're getting another ultrasound.
Feeling
Good.
this is the best I think you felt since we've gone through this.
We'll see, yeah. And we were filming this one like the other weeks, and all of a sudden I looked. I just saw, and I didn't see a flicker. How come you don't see the flicker like before? And I was like, how come there's no flicker? And I instantly like had a gut feeling. I was like, something is wrong.
Let me see which doctor is here.
Okay. I'm freaking out right now. I can't see the heartbeat. That's the thing. I'm shaking. What is going on?
Don't know yet. We're gonna wait for the doctor, okay? Hey. Relax. You guys stay calm, okay? You guys stay calm.
That's when the doctor, she's like, I'm so sorry. The baby has no heartbeat. So close, it's week 9.
I know.
That flash, that moment, it was done. It's like this whole plan, this whole pregnancy was over. We weren't even expecting this at this point. Our chances were like less than 6% of a miscarriage at this point, and my levels were so strong. It was like we just were caught off guard. You know, Christina, our nurse, came over. She helped. Everyone was just in shock though. I know you're not supposed to blame yourself, but I'm like, what? I know, I just like, was there something I did? I was so careful. You know, the next day I had a call with my liver doctor for my personal health to make sure everything was good on my end. And he asked how I was doing. I was like, to be honest, health-wise, I just had a miscarriage. And he told me that his wife had 4. And he's like, if ever you need to talk, vent or anything, let me know. We've been through it. I was like, thanks, liver doctor. No.
He has a name.
I know, but maybe he doesn't want me to say his name. And it got me to just start thinking about 2020, you know, how I started everything and this whole process and how secretive I kept everything and how we were told to just, you know, you want to keep things quiet. And I was just thinking about what society wants and how they say, you know, it's almost like as a woman, you just feel like you're not worthy if you can't bear a child. I started thinking about how I connected with so many of you, and it was sharing a story that I had gone through the whole process of my journey of having my colon removed, of wearing an ostomy bag, and how much I appreciated the connection once I opened up and talked to you guys, and how many stories I got. I was thinking about it and I got angry. It was like society tells us as women that we have to keep this private. Even the husbands, like we can't talk about it. So you have no support system and you're going through this beautiful thing, but there's so many things that no one tells you. And then if something goes wrong, you feel all alone because you haven't told anyone. And like, how do you call someone and in one phone call say I was pregnant for 9 weeks and I had a miscarriage? Like, it's hard. And for me this last year, I felt like I'm disconnected from so many of my friends, of family, of you guys in this personal matter, because I can't lie, and it's something that's been so big in my life. You know, here we are a year later, and I just feel like it would have been so much easier had I had someone to talk to, or if I had gotten to reach out to people more, instead of feeling like I had to keep it a secret or feeling shame because, you know, the process I was going through wasn't what we see as easy. You know, this wasn't easy for me this last year. You know, moving forward, I want to change that. As of right now, basically have to start over from zero. And I know that most people probably wouldn't do this, but for me, I feel like I need support. I need to feel like I can talk, or I don't feel like I'm an honest person. I'm gonna share my story, and you know, hopefully there will be a happy ending, but maybe we don't know what that is. And I was thinking about this when I had to tell people on my team that we had a miscarriage. You guys can feel bad, but you don't feel sorry for me. A baby doesn't come to full term for whatever reason, if it's a chromosome or it wasn't our time. How I got into this was being honest and open and sharing everything. And I've been, you know, we've been so quiet about this part of our lives. And so as hard as it is right now, like it's gonna feel good to feel authentic again. It's gonna be good to be open and share what happened and finally let people know like what I've been dealing with for the last, you know, year now. I think it's gonna be a good thing, even though it's hard. I look at every like low time in my life, and it's always led to something beautiful that I never expected. And it was so hard at that time. But I always know, looking back, I'm like, wow, I'm really glad that happened for whatever reason it was. So I'm saying don't feel sad for me, because it's not sad. It's going to work out. I'm confident that like there's gonna be a happy ending to this story, whatever that happy ending is. But I do think that we show who we are, not when things are going perfectly, but when things aren't going perfectly. And this is a good chance for, you know, I talk about being, you know, we were saying like resilient and fearless and all of these words. And it's like, these are the times where you get to show who you really are. So as hard as it is, this is, you know, when I want to inspire people, it's these times that I want to inspire them with, not when things are great and beautiful and easy and nice and fun. It's these times that really show if, you know, what I say is actually true. 5.5 years ago, like, I didn't know if I was gonna live. And my surgery, it was the only decision. And I remember being like I just want to live. And when I said I want to live, I never said I want my life to be perfect. I want to get everything I want. I just said I want to live. And life is ups and downs, you know, that's what makes it beautiful. And so I was just thinking, like, I'm alive and this is life, and I get to experience life. And 5.5 years ago, I didn't even know if I would be able to experience that. As hard as it is, like, it's still beautiful in its own way. You know, maybe my story will help other people. And that's it. So our journey is not over. We're just starting, and we're gonna be sharing this journey with you guys. And our social media platforms will be the start of this journey.
Yeah, I think if we've learned anything from the last time that she went through surgery and throughout this whole process, the one thing that's really kept us going and allowed us to be happy as well is making videos. And I think what's going to be refreshing is sharing a little bit more of our personal side with you guys.
Yeah, honestly, making videos has been such a lifesaver this year with everything going on. It This is the one escape where you get to just have fun and you don't have to think about it. So thank you guys for letting us make videos, and we're gonna keep making videos. So obviously this was not the announcement video that we were planning, but that's life. And there's ups and downs. And I've said it before, it's like that's what makes it beautiful. So, you know, stay tuned and follow us on our journey. And hopefully soon we'll have the announcement that we want to give you guys.